Coming up on Hawk TV,
we take a look into Journey to Dream,
a student using her talents to help others,
and boys basketball playoffs in sports.
Good morning, Hebron High School. I'm Jacob Johnson.
And I'm Audrey Slukich. Journey to Dream is a growing organization at Hebron. Spencer Rojas gives us the story.
10 years ago, Journey to Dream was founded with only 25 students. Since then, it has impacted more than 50,000 lives. The organization started here at Hebron and has spread to every high school in LISD.
Journey to Dream is a club where high school students can come together and just have a lot of fun. It's a place where high school students, especially here in Hebron High School, where we come every Thursday evening and we talk about life.
Journey to Dream goes to schools around the district to perform for students and teach them how to deal with negative situations in a positive way.
A lot of times when you're going through the junk that is adolescence, you think you're alone, you're the only person going through the problems. That's the purpose of the performances when we perform as a group, or even when we have our little support group we meet once a week, is to show you that you're not alone, that we may not be going through exactly what you're going through, but that other people have been going through similar things. And it's a safe place to share what's going on in your life versus a lot of times we bottle up inside and end up causing ourselves to make destructive choices based off that.
My fondest moment was this year, and I created a new skit for Journey to Dream because the other one we had been using for a really long time. And just seeing it come together in rehearsals and then actually putting it out into a performance and watching how the kids react to it was just overwhelming, and it was really enjoyable.
My fondest moment in Journey to Dream was probably the first time I went and performed at a middle school. I actually read a poem aloud, and it was the first time I had ever shared a poem that I had written with anyone. And just the reaction I got from it was just so overwhelming that it made me feel really good inside.
This year, Journey to Dream is launching a campaign to build a teen crisis center and plans to have it up and running by the start of next school year. Journey to Dream meets in room 2565 Thursdays from 3:45 to 5. Reporting for Hawk TV, I'm Spencer Rojas. Now back to the studio.
Thanks, Spencer. One student is raising money for her church through her artwork. Tiana Locke brings us a story.
At a young age, sophomore Shay White discovered her passion for art.
My mom told me when I was little I picked up a pencil and it was like meant to be, and I started drawing a lot, and then a couple years ago I got into painting, and that's really taken off.
Like many different artists, Shay has a unique style to her artwork.
Shay's a really hard worker. She's more into geometric art. That's like a form where it gives you figures and shapes, not more of painting people.
Shay sells her work to collectors and other interested buyers at art auctions.
The last one I sold was for over $1,000, and I hope to make some more money off of that, off of more paintings, and we have, big events planned, so I hope it all works out.
With the money she earns, Shay donates a small portion to help Valley View Christian Church.
My church is undergoing construction. The youth group needs a lot of help, so I decided to donate 10% to my church just for the youth renovations.
Art has affected Shay's life and has inspired her to use it in the future.
I plan going to college for it. I want to be an artist for my full-time job, so I want to make that work out.
For Hawk TV, I'm Tiana Lott. Now back to the studio.
Thanks, Diana. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Mackie McDonald and Courtney Foster take a look into upcoming movie releases and this week's entertainment.
With spring break quickly approaching, we're going to give you a preview of the movies you should see.
300 Rise of an Empire is an upcoming action fantasy film. This is the follow-up to the 2007 film, 300. It's about a Greek leader who goes against Persian forces. This film will be out March 7th, and you should check it out.
Mr. Peabody is an animated adventure film starring Mr. Peabody and his adopted son Sherman, who goes against time-changing events firsthand. This film also comes out March 7th.
This March.
Nice control.
Thank you. The most amazing dog in history is taking family time.
Sherman?
I'm good. To a whole new dimension.
It seems we've ripped a hole in the space-time continuum.
Looks like the past is coming to us.
Penny, my bride!
What?
DreamWorks, Mr. Peabody and Sherman.
Step away from the futuristic orb.
I take orders from no man.
Take it easy, bro. In Real D and Digital 3D.
Need for Speed is an action film and an adaptation of the popular video game. A man is set to race across country to avenge the death of his friend. This film also stars popular and successful rapper Kid Cudi. This film will be out March 14th, so be sure to see it.
In case you want something funny entertainment to watch the Lego Movie. It grossed $183 million in 2 weeks.
That's all for entertainment. I'm Micah McDonald.
And I'm Courtney Foster. Now back to the studio.
Thanks, Micah and Courtney. This week, Bravo auditioned for Julius Caesar. Congratulations to those who made it. We'll be right back. Welcome back. We take a look into the beginning of softball season. Let's send it over to Jessica Hoyos.
With softball starting off their season on Monday, Reese Woodhill brings us a look into their goals.
As softball starts their season this week, new leaders look to continue the team's past success.
Well, I was named captain this year by Coach Jackson, and so really just like my leader or my leadership role on the team is just to keep everyone up, keep everyone in the game at all times, and just make sure everyone makes the plays that they need to play. And I myself make the plays. Not only lead by being a leader off the field, but also on the field, lead by example.
The team looks to prove people wrong as they take on a competitive schedule, which includes the defending state champion, the Louisville Lady Farmers.
I think our goal as a team is to keep proving people that we have a good program, even though we lost 3 really good players last year, and just to keep working hard despite when we fall, we can be a great team and bounce back.
This week, the boys basketball team continue their unfinished business as they make their way through playoffs. Reese Woodhill brings us this story.
The boys basketball team printed unfinished business on the back of its warm-up shirts. South Grand Prairie was the reason. Bouncing Hebron from the Class 5A boys playoffs the last 2 seasons, The Hawks were determined to not let it happen again.
Last year, about this time, I guess it was a week before or week after, about March, first part of March, we lost our last game, and it was against South Grand Prairie. It was a regional finals, a very tough loss for us because it was a 2-point game, and the game could have been won several different times. And after that game, we decided, really Tyler came up to me and had, Coach, I want to have our theme for next year be unfinished business. So what it meant was to try to get back to that point.
Unfinished business is just taking care of business that we feel like we should have been doing last year. We feel like we had a chance to make a really good run, even stronger than the one we had last year. And we just want to make sure that we accomplish that goal this year.
The Hawks take on Arlington Bowie tonight to keep their state tournament hopes alive.
We played Bowie, I guess it was around Christmas time. We had lost a tournament just before Christmas, I guess. An ice storm came, and so we had called them and got a game against a good team over in Arlington. It was Bowie, and they have a very solid team. They beat us here by, I think it was 2 or 3 points, and so knowing that they beat us on our home court is important, because we need to really prepare to take that challenge on Friday.
Well, our mindset is pretty much it'll be like South Grand Prairie, like us losing to them last year. We lost to Arlington Bowie this year, so we have to have a great mindset, go into practice today, focus, and just be ready to play Friday.
Thanks, Race. That's it for sports. I'm Jessica Hoyos. Now back to the studio.
That's it for today's broadcast. I'm Andre Slikic.
And I'm Jacob Johnson. Have a great rest of your day.